Sunday, 19 degrees, so 19 Celsius, pretty cool outside, so good day to make some Czech food. Some cheap Czech food. It's all cheap. Unless you go to a Czech restaurant now and eat it. For what I paid here, I get 10 servings. It would be more for one. It would be more for just one person to eat in a Czech restaurant. Let's see. I thought I could show it. Okay. Try this again. There it is. We're having some segedinsky with pork. Got sauerkraut, zeli. Pork was 60% off at Lidl. Got, sauerkraut. This is more Hungarian style. Mushrooms were 60% off. They were like, I don't know, $1. Pork was 70 crowns, which is, man, $3. But yeah, $7, $8 to make all this. You go into a Czech restaurant in Prague, you get some of this with dumplings. It'll be a tiny portion, and you will pay probably $10 to $12 for dinner. For lunch, it might be a little bit cheaper. Well, I don't know, no. Now lunches in Prague are like 230 crowns, so that's like 11 bucks. For a tiny portion. Look at it, we got all this right here. We'll be eating this tonight and all day tomorrow, that's for sure. Usually we eat this with Spätzle, German pasta, but I didn't get any today, or dumplings. So, I think I'm just gonna, I have leftover mashed potatoes from yesterday. Eat it with that. And Benjamin's gonna eat it with pasta right here. Mama's eating hers without. Here, Mama, open that up. Can you open that up? I need to put some sweet. I need to put some of the sweet cream in there because it's already kind of sour. So we're gonna put some sweet whipping cream in there. I'm just going to cut it. Just for coffee, or use it to cook with too. Really good stuff. And it doesn't come out of the refrigerator. Now it needs to be refrigerated since I've opened it, but we're going to put that in there. Ooh. Yummy, 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 yummy. Here, Mama, get that ladle there. And I'll give you yours. Mama is hungry for her segedinsky. Segedinsky goulash, it's kind of called. It's kind of a pork goulash. This time, I'll put mushrooms in it. Well, they were on sale, so. Benjamin doesn't want mushrooms, but they're easy to pick out because I left them whole. Get Mama some mushrooms.
I don't want mushrooms.
What? You don't want mushrooms? You want mushrooms. What? My goodness. More mushrooms for me then. You got one in there. But whatever mushrooms you get, you don't want. Okay, is that enough? Yeah. Dobro cooks. Yeah, it's kind of cool outside, so normally this time of year I would not make this kind of food, but the temperature dropped, so we can have some Český jídlo, some Czech food. It'll go away. Alright. Gonna end this. But yeah, the bohunk food. Bohunking it. Turn it down. Mama, I don't want to die. I don't know. Should we check it out? I like it when it sets for a little bit. It's been set. Let me turn on the light. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I know I need to show you. Looking rough. But that's the Jason motto. Jason Czech style, you know. When my forefathers immigrated from Pilsen area to the Czech Republic, or to the Midwestern part of the USA, I'm sure they went through New York City, or maybe Boston. My grandma on my dad's side, she's born and raised in Boston. I'm telling you, that's why my accent is really screwed up. So, all kinds of accents in my family. But yeah, we got a picture. Got a picture of them Czech Bohemians. I don't know if it's old, man. It's from like 1890 or something. The men have beards down to their belly buttons. Big and thick. Lots of hair. That's where it comes from. You can see the hair in the picture. They came from Pilsen, the area, and Pisek, and yeah, Bohemia. There's I haven't seen the picture since I was a kid, but it's at my folks' house. There's a couple of them. They're like thick, cardboard, black and white. It's either from when they arrived, or because you can tell, man. Photographer took it, and they're standing there as a family. The guys look tough and rough with lots of facial hair, but yeah, my dad's from Cleveland, so that's where lots of Bohemians went to. And I found out they went to Nebraska before they went to Cleveland, to Omaha, Saline County. And one of my great-greats, my grandpa, I found him. He established a reading society in Nebraska, so they weren't illiterate and uneducated, so they can read and write. They could read and write. They probably spoke fluent German too, so everyone spoke German and Czech that immigrated to the U.S. I mean, you had to speak German, otherwise you weren't getting no job in Austro-Hungary. But anyway, what was I going to talk about? Yeah, I'm just talking about that. I was going to show you the rest of the yeah. The grub. Żadło. It's called in Czech. In slang. Żadło. Kermiany. Also. I learn all these things from my Prague-born wife, so. Big time working class family, but oh yeah, man. Get some of that. Ooh. Smells wonderful. I'm excited about the mushrooms. I was listening to some Queen on a Sunday. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Whoa. Anyway, I'll go back to my cervecita, my PIVO. Gambach. I haven't seen any Zlatý Bažant, the Slovakian beer, in a while, so. Maybe they started exporting it to England or the USA, and people there are paying like 10 times more than it costs here. That's what happens to the beers in the Czech Republic that don't sell well. They send them to especially the U.S. because they'll pay like crazy prices, man. The crappiest Czech beers get sent to the U.S. and the second crappiest ones get sent to the U.K. See ya.